Sure. One of the big focuses that we had gotten ambition for was reporting, and it was key to our management team. They had previously been using some Salesforce reports and dashboards, but they're a little bit hard for them to use. And because of a lot of the permissions that we had set up on the profiles, they weren't able to view everything that they wanted to view.
We'll do a small timeout.
Yeah.
You just said something that's one of the biggest questions we get asked is, why is this different than Salesforce dashboards? I think what you said is important, but tell anyone watching this, why is Ambition different than Salesforce dashboards, in your opinion?
So for us, it's on the eye. It's so much easier to look at Ambition data, and it gets you what you want as quick as you want it with the filters that you can. Whereas Salesforce gives you 1,000 options to filter your data and to pull in different columns. A lot of that stuff is almost like in a different language to any of it. The sales manager doesn't have a tech background. So they might not know what a particular field means. Versus in Ambition, we can name it and have a description on it that is very clear so they can see it, they understand what it means, they can pull just what they want and not be presented with 1,000 options that don't meet their requirements. And
Perfect.
with when we in our Salesforce org, we don't use Lightning, we use Classic. And because of that, our dashboards are kind of limited. We can only have 3 columns on that dashboard. So it's going to show us only a limited amount of information. But with Ambition, you have the different spreadsheets views, the reporting views that you can get a lot of that information all on one screen and get it in the view that you definitely want to see it in. So our sales management team definitely utilizes that a lot.
And would you say people, the reps, obviously managers use them, but other reps, are they checking in? And right now we're looking at Ambition unique to, our URL, but you may pull up, do people use it in Salesforce as well? That's another big thing is like, well, I want people to stay in Salesforce. Are reps checking these dashboards and are they checking them in Salesforce on the TV or the Ambition, platform website?
Every single one of them. So on Salesforce itself, when our reps go in, that's their home screen is actually the Ambition screen. So that's the first thing they see in the morning is the bunch of zeros on the dashboard to remind them that they got some work to do. So they'll get on those right away. And then when they come back from lunch, it's one of the first things they see when they log in is going to be that home screen with those dashboards. And if those lines aren't at about 50%, they know they got to catch up on stuff. And it also reminds them that if they see that let's say their calls are in the green and they're doing well on the calls, then maybe they shoot out a few text messages and follow up on some deals to pull up the other categories as well.
After lunch, if you're less than 50%, it's pretty easy. We've all been through grade school. You're less than half of the way there and you're halfway through the day. So
yeah,
ease of use, I think, is the big thing.
Yeah, so aside from just having it as the home screen, the full page app, we do have whenever they go off that page onto the object views to look at different opportunities. It is in the sidebar, so we have the small widget there that just shows them a little quick snapshot of all their bars. They can click on it to get the more detailed view. They have the option switching over to Ambition in Salesforce, so they can open up Salesforce as well in the second window. Our management team usually has the sales management team in particular, they'll have Salesforce as a window open. Some of our sales managers actually have a monitor that they keep separately, that they have their own screen that just runs just for them, just so that they have a TV view on a small monitor right next to them with just the data that they want, because they want that real-time data without having to refresh.